Hi friends! I'm jumping on to show I just got everybody's pre-orders today for the spray foundation. Super excited. So I am going to share this real quick and show you how to use it. One second. Hi Nancy. We did run out of some colors, but I will say that I have a little extra, and there's still some of the major, like the colors that are the most popular, still on our site. There we go. Sorry, pin that. Okay. And it's super easy to use. First, I'm going to put on my mattifying primer, which I normally do before I come on live because I like to let it sit for a little bit. But I'm just going to put it on real quick. You only need to use a little bit of it. I just like to really get it into like my scars and stuff like that. Hi, Sandy. I mean, I love all of our primers, but the mattifying primer just really gets into like those, my scars and stuff like that. So I just like put a little bit extra on there. But yeah, this is the mattifying primer, which is my favorite. And actually, if you can get these two in a brush, all on sale this month. So anything on our site, if you spend $80 or more, is 15% off automatically at checkout. So, hi Missy. So you could just go on my site and whatever you would like, you know, you can make your own bundle this month. With this, you want to shake it. You're going to hear like a little, it's like a spray can. And you definitely, hi Sue, do not want to just spray your face. You want to spray it onto a brush. You just shake it up really good. So yeah, anybody that pre-ordered with me, I got your spray foundation today, so I will put it in the mail Monday for you. Okay, so I shook it up, and then I have my kabuki brush, which is back in stock. So if you need this, let me know. You can get that on there. Hi, Stacey. And then I just do a couple little sprays like that, and you kind of want to move a little fast with it. I was like, I hope this is still my color, right? Because I'm more pale, but it is. And my lighting's off, so I apologize if... See, that's just like the one side of my face right there. I do have a pimple. Yes, I'm on antibiotics, so I always break out when I'm on antibiotics for some reason. So I do have a pimple. But if you can see like this side of my face and this side of my face, it just does a lot. It's really good. I love the spray foundation. And it's non-transferable, so if you go and hug somebody, your makeup's not going to come off. And also, it's good for any skin type. It doesn't matter whether it's oily, dry, anything like that. It's good for any skin type. I kind of just like dot it around where I'm going to go and then just put it on. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Deborah. I have my one side of my window open over there, so I probably look brighter on one side than I do on the other. This is a full coverage, so you don't have to use concealer. I still use concealer because I like to, I know, Missy, right? It's amazing. I have a big forehead too, so I always say that, but like I have to like use a little bit more for that area. But the coverage is absolutely amazing. It's lightweight. You don't like feel like you have anything on. And that's like with most of our foundations, but this is the full, like, what full coverage, like, normally with a full coverage, you get kind of like a cakey feeling. This, I don't at all. And I tell the truth. I'm completely honest about all this. But yeah, that's, hi Randy. And it did pretty much like, see, I mean, you can still see my scar, you know, stuff like that's okay. I think I might be a little bit of a lighter color now, but that's our spray foundation. It's absolutely amazing. The only thing I wish we had was, I wish it was a see-through bottle so you know how much is in here. That was like the only thing that I can say like I would change. I absolutely love this. And we do have like a lot of the shades still left. And I do have a couple. Oh, Tina, you're on here. I got the box today, so I will be mailing out your spray foundation on Monday. Only because I didn't realize the post office. Oh no, Monday is. I could still do it because they have a It probably won't go out till Tuesday because of Memorial Day, but they have a thing where you could do it yourself and send it. Hi, Jessica. Yes, you're going to be so excited. I absolutely love the spray foundation. Like, and this color that I have is the one I've had before, so it might not look like it matches me perfectly, but that's just because I'm more pale than I used to be. So you really don't have to use concealer. It'll light up under, you know, it'll cover in everything, like all your dark circles, stuff like that. But I still do like to use mine. So let me just put a little bit on my hand. I use Scarlet Concealer, which is 2 shades lighter than what I normally, like my foundation. I'm using, for me, I'm using Organza. I think I'm more Scarlet now, though. That's the lightest shade. But I really, I can't tell because my one window is like, I feel like it matches. It might not look on here like it does. Only because I have my window open on this side and this side I can't open it. So my lighting's like completely off. But I have pink undertones and I used to have yellow undertones, which is, I mean, it didn't change obviously, but I was on medication for my liver. So I think it made me a little bit yellow. Like jaundice looking. So I think that's why before, like my other color didn't match me very well. Because obviously I don't tan or anything like that. So I just got a little bit. Does it match? I see, it matches in my mirror, like when I'm looking at the mirror, but like on the phone, it looks like it doesn't to me. Like, I don't know if it's just because of the, my window being open and stuff like that. But I did, I'm not supposed to say, I do have a couple extras of Organza, which Organza is a very popular color. So if anybody needs one and it's not on our site, I do have, you can just message me. So I kind of just did that to lighten up under my eyes. See, this side looks so shiny. Let me see if I can, oh, that makes me look a little bit darker, like orangey. That's okay. I think maybe it's a little better than the other side. Look, you barely need to use any concealer. I had too much on my hands. Where's my towel? Oh, over here. Then I'm just going to get my powder and just set that under my eyes. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Hi, Rose. How's your hair? Is it in a ponytail? Hi, Finley. So I just kind of like lightened up my eyes underneath. I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of color. I don't know if I made my room too dark by closing that, but it's okay. I am going to find my brushes. I have so many brushes everywhere. Aw, I love you too, girl. You're doing amazing. This is our beachfront bronzer, which I think we're out of right now. I'm not sure. I think we might have one shade left. But once this is gone, this is gone. I go down the sides of my nose too because my nose is crooked. So to kind of like make it look like it's straight, I do that. And then I'm gonna blend this. And then of course I always go over my forehead. I make weird faces, I noticed, whenever I put on my makeup. I can't help it. I just always make weird faces. So it kind of straightens out my nose a little bit, which, because I didn't realize that hi Kathy. Oh, good. Do you guys have any plans for this weekend? I didn't even realize it was Memorial Day weekend. Like, that's how off I am with everything. I don't have any plans. I really don't have any. Whoops. Hi, FIFA. I am going to use this. Oh, actually, you can get, this comes in the beauty box, which is also an amazing deal. I think right now, iridescent is what's coming in. That's benevolent. There's iridescent. It's a Illuminizer. This is actually one of my favorites, this one. Let me see if I can find my brush. Use my fan brush. This is just to lighten up under my eyes and on my cheekbones. And I use it down my nose and stuff like that. This comes in our beauty box, which is actually like our best deal right now because you're getting $450 worth of makeup for only $99. Like no auto shipments, no quotas, nothing. Like you don't have to put your social security number in, none of that stuff. You can buy it just for the makeup, or you could buy it to like sell to you know, your friends or family, or, you know, just to get your own makeup at a discount, because you will get a 20% discount right away. You don't have to do anything for that. So you're getting paid to buy your own makeup, which is really, really nice. It's got a little bit on my forehead. Yeah, I just did that to lighten it up. And I got different blush. I ordered a new blush. Which one's Seductive? Like anything that I'm using right now. Oh, you can get it at a discount. 15% off if you spend $80 or more. So it's really nice. See? Oh my gosh, I know. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time since this virus thing has been going on. This is Seductive that I'm using. It's going to look a little bit darker there. It's like a mauve. Hi, Allison. So you can't see what I'm putting. Yeah, I lost track of days. I literally did. I have no idea. Like, I thought this morning I wrote happy Saturday, and I'm like, is it Saturday? I had to hurry up and look at my calendar because I was like, I feel like I missed Friday for some reason. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on anymore. No clue. So after I put all that on, I kind of just, if you have oily skin, this comes in your beauty box too. You get the setting powder, which I love. It's because I have combo skin. Or you can, if you want to set your face, you can use the, it's okay. The setting spray. They both work amazing, but if you have oily skin, I wouldn't recommend the setting spray because it's going to make you look more oily and have like more of a dewy look. And I do that naturally. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's my husband talking to the dogs downstairs. I hope you can hear him. It's funny. But yeah, it's all I pretty much do with my face. And like I said, this spray foundation is absolutely amazing. That's why we sold out of it for like 6 months when we first launched it, which is crazy because I'm losing everything. There we go. We sell out of it really quick. So like when I say run, like if you want something, like run and grab it. But I did try to grab a couple extras just in case somebody missed out and they still want to get it. But we do have it on our site still, so that's good. I don't really know what I'm going to do with my eyes. I just know that I'm absolutely obsessed with our liquid shadows, which I was deathly afraid of in the beginning. Like I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like these, but I am literally obsessed. They're so easy to put on, and I've made it like so complicated. This is just our pencil, and this is, I'm just filling in like where, like there's sparse areas. That's pretty much all I'm doing. So that's just with the pencil, and then I just comb through it. I don't do anything crazy. I definitely overplucked when I was like in the 90s, you know. But that's okay. We can fix it now with all the makeup. It's fun. Hi, Vita. Oops, I couldn't see on there. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, see, I have combo skin with, I'm more oily than dry. So I definitely don't like the setting spray. I mean, I like the setting spray, but it's not for me. For the most natural finish, and you said with the, let me see, that might, with the fine, okay, I would, this is what I would recommend. I don't know, I don't think you have this. Let me see, where did I put it? Because I just used it. This mattifying primer. I don't know if you use a primer, but this mattifying primer is so amazing. I have pictures I can send you. This settles into your fine lines and wrinkles. Like it settles into my scar on my face. I had a wide local excision right here. And it settles into all your fine lines. So, none of our others really do that because we have a hydrating and we have the regular. This is the only one that'll like cover up like your smile lines and stuff like that. You can see, normally they're very like, you can see a lot of them. This right here with the setting, and like use this and then your spray foundation and then a setting powder, and then it should be perfect where it won't look like flaky or settle into your fine lines. Oh, an airbrush primer. Yeah, this one, this mattifying one, it has vitamin D. It has a bunch of anti-aging, I want to say anti-aging stuff in it to where it sits into your fine lines, but you can't like, it's smooth, if you know what I mean. Like it's not, it's like, not like you feel like you have a lot on your face, if that makes sense. But yeah, the mattifying primer and the setting powder, like ours is super light. I would maybe try that. Or also, I was going to say you could probably use, which I've used sometimes, is one of our, the Mineral Touch pressed powders. They are back order though for a long time, I think. But I also have used this in the lightest shade. So it doesn't look cakey or anything like that. One of these, and I use that over my face, and it also sets your face also, so it doesn't like settle. But the primer is what made a huge difference for me with my scars and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if that would be something that you might want to look into or talk to me about or something, but I can answer any of those questions. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Lisa. Let me see. I always pick pinks, but these shadows are freaking amazing. Like, literally, I have all of them. Like, the browns, the pinks. There's another brown. I'm going to flip them over if I drop them all. And see, there's more pinks. But I love these. And you can use one color, you can use 2 or 3. Oh, I'm good. I'm glad I can help. I mean, it helps for me, like, especially, like, underneath my eyes and my scars. I don't even know if you can still see that one a little bit, but not bad. That was a wide local excision I had on my forehead right there. But it's barely noticeable. And I used to get that powder stuck there, too. I know what you're talking about. But but when we changed to the mattifying primer, which just came out, like, couple months ago, it completely changed for me. Hi, Deanna. I think I'm gonna go pink and like the bright pink today. Let me see. These are like my favorites. I like all of them, and I was like always so scared of them. Giggly and egotistical. You do get one of these in your beauty box too if you get the beauty box. I'm pretty sure you get right now it's Willed, which is a brown, a neutral. This one is Giggly. This is the pink, and it says you can use your finger to put it on. Yeah, oh my gosh, I had 80 wide local excisions on my whole body like in the last 3 years. The only ones that ever hurt were like my forehead. And when he did my forehead, my eye, 2 behind my ear, it's 2, 3, 4, and then 1 right over here. That is the only ones that ever hurt, ever. I think it's because there's like no skin, you know, and like he pulled so much. I feel like that's why I have such a big forehead now. Because it hurt so bad. I was like in tears, and I never cry like with wide local excisions. Like they never hurt me. But my face hurt so bad. I had a black eye. It was bad. The worst was getting my lymph nodes removed, but the very close second was my face. Actually, my face might have been worse. Oh! Oops. Oh, and then with this, I usually just use the brush. I don't use my finger. You can if you want. These don't crease either, so you won't have any creasing with these. So that's just the pink I'm gonna put on, and then it's gonna look crazy when I do this next thing. Oh no! For 8 hours? Oh my gosh, I would have died. It's something with my face. I don't know, like my face always hurts the worst when I get stuff done. Ugh. It's like no skin there, and they're like pulling, and I was awake for it, and I had no idea. Like, I would have asked to have been put out if I would have known what I was getting myself into. This is going to look crazy, because what I do with this is the brighter color, obviously. I'm going to make a V on my eye, and I'm going to blend it. So, like, see, it's going to look crazy. And I kind of bring it to, like, where my pupil is. So, yeah, see, that's going to look absolutely crazy until I blend it. Hi, Christine. Yes, that's what it is. I will never, ever, well, hopefully never have to get another one on my face. Although I have one in my eyebrow that is really annoying me. Like, I want it removed. And then I have one which I swear if that one needs removed, I am going to freak out. See, I look crazy right now, but you'll see how it blends. I don't know if you can see this, but I get moles like in weird spots, like on my fingers, like my toes, stuff like that. But I don't know if you can see. See that I have a mole right there on my water line? If they have to remove that, I'm done. I say, nope, I can't do it. That is going to freak me out. I don't know if I can handle that. I just grab a brush like this. This is a crease brush, but this one is a little bit firmer than our fluffy, like the fluffy crease brush. So I use this one because it's a little bit easier to blend it, and I kind of just go in circles and then bring it right underneath my brow bone. I feel like my room's so dark with that window. Hi, Jessica. I wish there really was something to do this weekend, like Memorial Day weekend, but nothing's really open right now. I went to the store today, and they had like a time limit. You're only allowed in the store for 5 minutes. So you had to like hurry up in there and grab stuff and go. And I was like, I forgot my mask at the ones when I went in the one store. So I had to, I didn't get kicked. Oh, I kind of did get kicked out. And then they made me go get my mask because I forgot it in the car. And then the other store gave you 5 minutes to run around and like grab everything you needed. And it said only 35 people allowed in the store. And there was way more than 35 people in the store. But I was like, this is crazy. Like, things have opened, but it's so different. So strange. Yes, it was 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes in there. It was one of those little, oh gosh, what are they called? Walmart's, like, grocery store. Is it the Marketplace? Or, no, it's Facebook, isn't it? It's where it's like the what's it called? The grocery store for, it's not the one in Walmart, but it's the separate one that they have. I forget what it's called. I wish I remembered. But how can you grocery shop in 5 to 10 minutes? Like, I was just like, I don't think they're really following it, but I mean, they were rushing people out of there, but you're in there longer because the checkout line was crazy. I mean, they only had 3 people working in the checkout line. So it was a little hard. I was like, what the heck is that? Oh my gosh. Yes, it's crazy. It's just like, oh my, like, what is this world coming to? Like, I don't know. This is just my blending brush, so I'm just like blending that in. But I absolutely love, love, love these liquid shadows. So that's with both colors. I hope I blended it pretty good. I can't really tell if I did. I think I did. Yes, but see, you only hear about the deaths. You never hear about the recovery. I mean, like, I know it's real. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely know it's here. But it's just like, what the heck? Like, I'm not even going to get into the story about how I was almost flipped out on this lady at the one store. But, when I forgot my mask. But, it's just crazy. I don't even watch the news and stuff anymore because I don't want to, like, I don't know. Like, I was getting, like, not in a depression, but just, like, my anxiety was through the roof. And so many people have recovered. I honestly believe that my father-in-law had it back in January because he was deathly ill and he didn't have pneumonia and didn't have the flu. but he couldn't breathe or anything like that. And he ended up, he's fine. I'm not saying everybody's going to be, but it's just like, it's scary, you know. It's just like, where's my eyeliner? Oh, there it is. Yes, exactly. I mean, I definitely agree, because I just can't even tell you what this lady told me today. I surprised I didn't flip out on her, but yelling at me in the dollar store when I went in the dollar store because I forgot my mask. Yes, and see, I also feel like, I mean, I'm not downplaying anything. Hi, Erin. I'm not downplaying anything, but I feel like I kind of felt like when this all started that I had kind of had like PTSD, because I felt like I was diagnosed with cancer again. Like they were saying like, oh, you have cancer. I kind of felt like that's how it was, but I've been kind of like living this way for a long time now anyways, because I do have cancer. So I don't take, I mean, everybody should wash their hands, you know, and do all that kind of stuff. But I kind of did that already. So to people that aren't sick, it's like definitely something new. Not saying they don't wash their hands or anything like that, but I mean like the distancing, you know, when people are coughing and stuff like that. I feel like that's something I've always done, like after my cancer diagnosis. Oh shoot, I really messed up that eye because I can't see. But when I got yelled at for not having a mask on, and the things that that lady said to me, I am shocked that my mouth stayed shut. I'll just say that. Yes, exactly. Let me see that. I heard that. Yes. See, I heard that too about the lung blood. That scares me. That always freaks me out. But I heard it. I don't know who wrote it, but somebody wrote it on Facebook. I don't know if you did or not. I'm not sure who I saw it from. But the one person, they were taking out a blood clot in someone's lung, and another one just came up, like out of nowhere. Like, that is freaky. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. I can't remember where I saw that, but that's scary. And like right now I'm on antibiotics because I had a cough, and I'm like, oh, lovely. But I have a sinus infection, and I was out of breath, but it was because I mean, honestly, allergies. That's why. I never had allergies, so I moved to Virginia. But it was really, really bad pollen that day, and I was like out of breath. And she was like, "Oh, here's antibiotics, and here is hi Tracy, here's some antibiotics, and here's a inhaler." And I got she gave me like 9 things of Flonase for a prescription. I haven't used that because I'm not congested anymore. Oh yeah, I agree. Yes, Tina. My parents, we're in Pittsburgh. Well, I'm not in Pittsburgh. I'm in Virginia, but it's their nursing home too. So they're still in the yellow stage. Well, I don't know. They can't open anything, like no hair salon, stuff like that yet, because everybody in the one nursing home where they live has it, and the people that are still working there are leaving to go to their families and, going home and stuff like that. So they're still in a different, you know, I think all of Pennsylvania is okay right now, like the northern part, but western PA, like Beaver County, where my parents are, is still like not able to open. And my parents own a hair salon, and my dad also owns a painting business. They can't open due to the nursing home. And it's really scary because the people that work there are like still shopping and going places. I'm sure they're being careful, you know what I mean, but they're going home to their families, and it's still gonna spread. So I'm kind of scared for my dad to even open up his shop, to be honest. I know he wants it opened, but I'd rather him be safe. Hey, Mariana. I'd rather him be safe than worry about that. But yeah, a lot of the places are like that. Even like I saw convents with nuns too. Like, it's more people that are like, you know, I mean, I know others that have like, you know, it's just, they just got it, you know, but a lot of the nursing homes and places like that are the ones that are really stuck right now. That's one coat of the 4D that I just put on right now. I love our 4D. Yeah, it's like, makes your eyelashes so long. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, there's. If I do another coat, they'll be a lot bigger, but I don't want to put too much on. Yeah, but it scares me. I mean, I'm careful, but then again, I don't really go anywhere anyways. I've always been a homebody, but my husband can't wear a mask because his doctor told him not to wear a mask because he has really bad asthma, which makes no sense to me really, but he can't breathe inside the mask. So it's like, oh no, what are we gonna do? Here's another thing that's my absolute favorite. This is another one of my favorites. The liquid shadow, and besides the spray foundation, and these crushed lip powders. These are absolutely amazing. We have, what, 2, 4, 5, 8 different colors. 8 different shades. Oh! Oops. I always drop something. I don't know which one I'm going to use. I think I've used this one. Casual. This is hot pink. I really don't look good in hot pink, but I want to see if there's a different one that I haven't used on here. Oh, we can try this one. Yeah, we can use casual. This one, I think I have used this before, but it's just like a lighter pink, like a rose color, and it's so amazing. I love this stuff. If you can see, let me see. Do you see the powder come off? There's the powder on my hand. I have a thing right here. But when you put it on your lips, it is like so creamy. It stays on all day for me. I love this stuff. Oops, can't. If I could get my contacts in, that would be freaking amazing, because I... See how nice it goes on them? And it's like a matte, I mean, they have shimmer and all stuff like that too. I know, right? It's so funny because I'm like, I dropped it again. That's okay. But I get on, I do my makeup, and then I'm like, now it's time to go to the living room and like chill there. Like, I have nowhere to go. Yeah, I can't get my contacts. I can't see. I wear my glasses, but like if I go live or something, I can't put them on to see what I'm doing. So that's why this eye is worse than this one. So I'm surprised I even have I don't even know if I can't even tell if I do have my eyeliner on straight. I think I do. But I'm like, I might get all dressed up and, and I'm like, where am I going? I ain't going nowhere. Like, maybe I might feel like a dog. Like, I want to just go in the car for a ride or something, stick my head out the window and see what's going on. Oh my goodness. It's horrible. I was like, and then they won't send me, my glasses broke, which is like, I don't have them in here, but my glasses broke, and I called because they're under warranty, but they won't send them out to get them fixed. So I have to wait for that too. So like my glasses are all scratched because my dog ate them pretty much. And then I'm still like, I have no contacts, nothing. Can't see. Sitting in the house, put my makeup on to go sit on the couch. Happy quarantine. But thank you for chatting with me and staying on live with me. If you have any questions, or if there's something on this site that you see that you want that may be out of stock, get a hold of me. I might have something, or I could be able to tell you when it'll come back in. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Oh no. What if you would have brought that home? That's something I would do. I can't even tell people what I did during quarantine. Like, there's a funny story. I hope nobody from Five Below, I don't know if you guys have that store, have or working, like, or hear my story right now. But I swear to gosh, I heard or saw somewhere that my dryer was full. So it had all the clothes, my clothes were drying, blah, blah, blah. Well, I had to, I was like, oh, I need to disinfect these clothes because I just bought them. So dummy me saw something on Facebook and thought it was real. I stuck my clothes, it was a bra, and like a pajama set, like, just like comfy pajamas. And I stuck them in the microwave for 2 minutes because that's what it said to do on Facebook, to disinfect your clothes. I caught it on fire. And then I called the store. I called Five Below, the store, and I was like, I got to return my clothes. They're burnt for some reason, like acting like I didn't know what I did. And when I took them in there, she goes, oh my God, can I take a picture? Because I think they spontaneously combusted. And I was dying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I stuck my clothes in the microwave. But she gave me the refund and like let me get the clothes, like the same thing. But I was like, do not put your clothes in the microwave. That does not work. That was a joke, I guess, and I didn't get it. But yes, don't put your clothes in the microwave. Don't pick up buzzards on the road. But thank you for jumping on with me, and I appreciate everything. And if you ladies need anything, let me know. Yeah, message me. I'm always home. I'll be downstairs with my makeup on the couch. Love you, ladies. Bye.